Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you from wherever you're watching and listening to this video. Welcome to my channel. In this segment, I want us to analyze Rigathi Gachagua's call to Edwin Sifuna, because as you can see on the screen, Rigathi Gachagua is trying to reach out to Edwin Sifuna and is kinda convincing Sifuna to quit ODM party and join him in the DCP camp. So, ladies and gentlemen, the question that I am asking is this: why do you think Rigathi Gachagua is interested in working with Edwin Sifuna ahead of 2027 general election? So sit back and please, before we continue, give this video a like or a thumbs up. To me, there are three major reasons as to why Rigathi Gachagua is reaching out to Edwin Sifuna to see if they can work together. And reason number one is this: Edwin Sifuna is the leader of the Linda Mwananchi faction, the faction that break away from the ODM party. And Edwin Sifuna of late has gained popularity in the country, and he has enjoyed massive support from all sorts of work in this country. So Edwin Sifuna is becoming a sensation. Edwin Sifuna is not the normal Edwin Sifuna that we used to know in 2022 general election, and is not the same person that we used to know as Nairobi senator. So therefore, Edwin Sifuna is becoming a darling in the Republic of Kenya. Not only Rigathi Gachagua is reaching out to Edwin Sifuna, but I believe there are many leaders who are going to reach out to Edwin Sifuna to see if they can team up together and work together ahead of 2027 general election. So therefore, with this kind of support that Edwin Sifuna has gained or is gaining in this country, so Rigathi Gachagua believes that Edwin Sifuna is someone who is becoming more popular and is building ground ahead of 2027 general election. And remember, politics is always about interest, and not only interest but interests that are working in order to achieve a certain perspective. So reason number two as to why Rigathi Gachagua is reaching out to Edwin Sifuna early is because Gachagua believes that any delay in terms of reaching out to Edwin Sifuna will cost him, because there are many people who are trying to reach out to Edwin Sifuna, and this time Gachagua believes that by him being quick in terms of sweet talking Edwin Sifuna, then he can win his heart before the other political parties or principals reach out to Edwin Sifuna and take him before Rigathi Gachagua does the same. In other words, Edwin Sifuna is becoming like a darling, is becoming like a girl that is being seduced by many suitors, and therefore, in this case, this is why Rigathi Gachagua believes that time is key in terms of starting to talk to Edwin Sifuna. Reason number three as to why Rigathi Gachagua is making this move is this: remember, Edwin Sifuna comes from the Western region, and these elections, there are regions that are very key that will determine the outcome of the presidential election. One of the major regions that will determine these elections are regions like the Western regions, because as things stand as at now, the Western people, they have decided that they are going to form a formidable force, a unified effort that will see them make a decision as to where they will belong as the Luhya nation. So Rigathi Gachagua believes that by reaching out to Edwin Sifuna, then the support base of Sifuna is getting momentum, and Gachagua believes that if he poaches Sifuna early enough, he will manage to solidify his camp and prepare enough for the 2027 general election. Because as things stand as at now, the ODM party has already ruled out any possibility of working with Rigathi Gachagua. So this is why Gachagua is trying to convince Edwin Sifuna to bolt out or to resign or walk out from ODM, and they team up together. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you think that Gachagua can work with Edwin Sifuna ahead of the 2027 general elections? What is your point of view? Is it something that is workable? Will Edwin Sifuna accept Gachagua's call in terms of Edwin Sifuna ditching ODM and joining Rigathi Gachagua's camp? Because there is also a notion that is out there that Gachagua is a tribalist, that Gachagua is only rooting for the Mount Kenya and not for the interest of the entire regions as far as the country is concerned. And I believe, or I think that this narrative is going to affect Rigathi Gachagua ahead of 2027 general election, because this branding that Gachagua is a tribalist is something that is going to affect him, and this does not sit well with the rest of the Kenyans. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is your thought? What do you think about Rigathi Gachagua's call to Edwin Sifuna? And do you think Gachagua and Edwin Sifuna can work together in one basket? Otherwise, thank you for listening and for watching this video. Please give this video a like, and at the same time, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that button so that YouTube will automatically let you know whenever I post a video.